Rejected, so we're having a rally this early morning. It's about 9:45 on this Sunday, March 8th, 2009, and we're trying to save properties like this from becoming apartment houses. I'm talking about blocks that will be strewn with apartment houses like this, because at one time this whole area was just like what we just saw, with one-family houses. And now this is Union Street in Flushing, and look, we have one lone holdout amongst all the other properties that were once single-family or two-family units here in North Flushing, Queens. This is Union Street and 31st Drive, and we're on our way to the rally. And let's not forget the dreaded McMansion houses, whose characteristics are unlike those of its neighboring houses. I hope this is a successful rally. I just saw Councilman Tony Avella, and he's hoping for a large turnout, and press as well, so let's hope he gets it.
I went to the other round.
And here we are. We're at Bound Park, which is in Flushing, essentially to where the concerns are. We're at 32nd Avenue and 159th Street here in Flushing, Queens. And here we have some of our local elected officials. City Councilman Tony Avella, who called for the rally. And I see Frank Padovan, State Senator Frank Padovan is here. And we'll see who else is here. I see Paul Graziano talking to Councilman Avella.
Paul, what's going on?
How are you?
How are you, Liz?
Yeah, right. And they don't give good. They don't give gotta earn it.
Now, if you all stop talking to each other, I know you want to share your experiences with your neighbors and talk to them, but I would ask that you all be quiet for a little while so that everybody can hear. As you know, I'm Councilman Tony Avella. I'm here with State Senator Frank Padovan and the Broadway-Flushing Homeowners Association. I'm going to let all the civics introduce themselves, because there's quite a few here. And rather than somebody get mad at me for not introducing everybody. First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming out here today on a Sunday morning. This is an absolutely great turnout. We should all applaud each other. And, you know, I know we have some of the weeklies here, but I want you to applaud New York One. Where's New York One? They hear something. So New York One came out, the rest of the TV stations didn't. And what you should do after this rally is you should get on the phone and call Channel 2, 4, 7, 11, 9, and say, hey, we just had a big rally out here in Broadway-Flushing. How come you weren't here?
Yeah.
And if you do that, we may generate some more interest, because this is just the beginning of a battle. You know, Broadway-Flushing homeowners and you have been fighting for historic district status for a good number of years. And your elected officials have been supporting this. Unfortunately, just a couple of weeks ago, I was informed by the Landmarks Preservation Commission, which has the authority to approve the designation, that they're not going to do it. Well, we're not... Boo, you can boo. We're not going to take this lying down or standing up. We're going to fight until we get it. We're not going to give up. We had a similar situation in another part of my district in Douglaston Hills. When I first took office in 2002, the Douglaston community reached out to me. They had been fighting a 14-year battle to get the Douglaston Hills extension approved as an historic district. We lobbied, State Senator Padovan and myself really pushed. Landmarks came back and said no. And we, just as we're doing here today, said we're not going to take that line down. We had 5 rallies, we got in the media, and lo and behold, the city changed its mind. We didn't get everything we asked for, but we got something. And that's what we have to do here today. Remember, a lot of city officials, including Mike Bloomberg, are running for re-election. And I hope you all know I'm running for mayor. I had to get there. Now is the time to push all the issues we want to get addressed. Because if he wants your vote, you have to tell him we want the historic district. By the way, I hope you don't vote for him, but that's what happen. But now is the time. We should push our, even though I'm your council member, we have neighboring council members in Queens who are also running for higher office. We should push them. And we have to embarrass the Landmarks Preservation Commission into doing this. This is a battle that can be won. We've won it before in similar situations, and we can win it again. Because no city official, no city agency should say no to all of you. It's your community, and you have a right to preserve it. And we're going to win this battle one way or the other.
Tony!
I'm going to introduce you.
Tony! Tony!
If you have to introduce me, I'm really interested. And I applaud each and every one of you for having the intelligence, the alacrity, and the dexterity to move your alarms 1 hour. It's gotten us here today, and we're delighted. The city of New York is a subdivision of the state of New York. We all know that. The state of New York is a subdivision of the great United States of America. Now, both the state of New York and the national organization that does this have established this community as an historic district. If it's good enough for the state, and it's good enough at the federal level, then it certainly should be good enough for the city of New York. Those prior designations took an awful lot of work and effort by many of you here, and those of us who were involved, and we were happy to have achieved that plateau. By the way, you have to follow those steps in order to be successful with the historic district presentation here in the city. You heard about other areas where this kind of battle has been fought and won. The largest and I guess the oldest in our general area is Douglaston Manor itself. And that was a long battle.
10 years.
That took place. How many years?
10 years.
10 years. And then, of course, they left out a chunk south of that area called the Douglaston Hill, and we fought to get that included, and that was not easy. We did get Tierney out here. We did have hearings at Zion Church over there, and all kinds of things, but it took time. And we didn't get all the houses in Douglaston Hill included. Some they felt did not qualify.